Jessii Vee, and as you can probably tell by the title of today's video, yes, today I'm going to be continuing our Backrooms series. I am sorry that I'm not doing these as frequently as I was, but I realized that these sort of videos aren't everyone's cup of tea, so I feel like it's better to do it every couple weeks than like every other video. And now I'm not doing each level in order because that would take me literally 1,000 years because there are like 3,000 levels or something. Instead, I'm going to be picking out the ones that seem the most interesting, the ones that I think you guys would want to hear about. But before I get started, one last reminder about our huge summer sale on our website. If I've shown you guys anything over the past few months that have really caught your interest, it is currently discounted, and this sale is only lasting for a little while, so if you guys are interested in anything, I will put a link down below in the description. Also, do you like my spider shirt? I absolutely am terrified of spiders, but I will wear them on my shirt. Doesn't really make any sense. Okay, so we're gonna be starting off today's video with level 63. This one is called the Opera. Level 63 consists of a large set of various expansive rooms and halls resembling an opera house. Occasionally, classical and opera music could be heard throughout the level, which can reach volumes of up to 135 decibels. So that is obviously very, very loud, but that only happens occasionally. Now, what I found so creepy about this level is that not only is it this eerie, empty opera house, there are also a large amount of mannequins everywhere, and they're all dressed up in this Victorian-esque clothing, and faint whispers can be heard from these statues, and breaking any of them will reveal a void of some sorts, though some of these reportedly lead to different levels. So you're kind of taking your chances if you break any of these mannequins, because either you'll go to another level or you'll be taken to the void, and you do not want to be in the void. The void is not a level, it is nothing. It's simply a dark, empty spatial anomaly extending for a presumably unending distance. It has no entities, no sound, no light, and apparently when you're trapped, you're just falling there endlessly forever. So I would just stay away from those mannequins if I were you. This level reportedly has large stashes of food items in small rooms, which include items such as wine, large amounts of meat, and bread. And this level also has this day and night schedule. So when it's nighttime, apparently the lights in the opera house will slightly dim. And what's creepy is that when the lights are really dim, wanderers have reported seeing smilers standing in the shadows, smiling at them. So yeah, this is not a place that you want to be. Super creepy. Then we have level 66. This one is called Swampy Waters, and no, Shrek is unfortunately not in this level. This level appears to be a swamp similar to the Florida Everglades. This level has a large amount of entities with special death rats that swim in the swampy water. It is really hard to navigate this level as there are no pathways, and the swamp water seems to be especially disorienting, so isolation is common and it is recommended not to drink this water. There are also alligator entities which remain unnamed, and these entities will act like a normal alligator with the exception of being faster, stronger, and having spikes on their backs. Fortunately for you though, these entities often get really distracted by the death rats, so they go chase them instead of people most of the time, but obviously you should avoid these alligators at all costs. After wandering through the swamps for a few days, a siren will play for several minutes, and the source of this siren is completely unknown, and after it stops, you'll apparently see this human in the distance staring at you, and they're dressed like they came from the 1920s and they're wearing a gas mask. So he's just staring at you from afar, and if you go and approach him, he will disappear. Soon after this, you'll see planes in the sky, you'll see explosions. This gas will begin consuming the swamps. This gas is very dangerous, avoid it at all costs. And during this phase, the alligator entities are much stronger, now in the form of having gas emitting from their bodies, and you'll start seeing more masked entities running around, and they'll tell you things like,
"Come with us, this place is dangerous. Come over here, you need help. Stay calm, don't panic. Don't worry, everything will be fine."
Apparently you're not supposed to listen to what they're telling you, do not trust them. Apparently no clipping inside of a tree will lead you to level 67. Okay, so then we have level 73. This is called the Welcome Plaza, and this consists of a seemingly never-ending mall, with its structure appearing to have been formed during the 90s and only holding one floor. It has a variety of different stores, department stores, clothing stores, jewelry stores, pharmacies, restaurants, lounges, basically everything that you would find in a mall. And if you go into any of the restaurants, you'll see this very rotten and suspicious looking food. Obviously, you should not consume any of this food, but you will know that because it looks disgusting. And the more and more you travel through this level, you'll just be continuing to go in a loop around the mall. You can never escape it. And a light blue tint lingers throughout the entirety of the level. And the design of the main section is situated with furniture consisting of stylish staircases, plants, small benches, and there's this soundtrack of orchestra music constantly playing. But what's creepy is that the speakers sort of glitch out from time to time, so the music will skip and repeat and just sound super weird. Obviously, because this is a mall, you'll find a lot of facelings on this level. They're just walking around casually or working in the stores themselves. And there's this mysterious entity on the level called the Guardian of the Square. This entity's physical appearance consists of a bright white and glowing humanoid figure that floats freely off of the air. It barely chooses to communicate with the wanderers. Apparently, the possibility of actually coming in contact with this ghost is very rare, which is why there is only one photo that was ever captured of this phantom. It apparently chooses to grant good qualities to certain people in need, such as replenishing their thirst or hunger and restoring open wounds that they may have. So this is sort of like a good entity, but it's still really creepy to see walking around the mall. And then lastly, we have level 81. This one is called Parry's Pizzeria Games and Prizes. As its nickname suggests, it is a seemingly infinite pizzeria filled with different areas that you can explore. The dining areas are arguably the most regular and common types of rooms on this level, and they seem to have these crazy colors and floor patterns. A lot of these pictures really remind me of like pizzerias from the 90s. It reminds me of me growing up, and nothing really makes too much sense design-wise, and every now and then you can find the occasional soda fountain all sharing the exact same drinks. However, these drinks seem to have these very strange properties about them. Like if you drink this soda, you will start to believe that you yourself are a party goer, and you will try to lead the other wanderers to level fun. But this strange effect can be cured by drinking almond water. And if you don't know who the party goers are, definitely check out my creature video that I did. They are super creepy. The arcade is exactly what you'd expect, an average arcade you can find in any pizzeria. The arcade machines are all games you can find in the front rooms, and each arcade machine appears to have some strange properties to be warned of. Like if you insert a coin into one of these machines, you may pass out and wake up on another level. Some wanderers also experience physical pain in real life if you get injured in the game that you're playing. And for some wanderers, this creepy hand will literally come out of the screen and grab them and pull them inside. While other people are playing, they may experience nausea, motion sickness, headaches. Some people have even gone into comas while playing these games. So due to the arcades being linked to many disappearances within the level, it is highly suggested to avoid playing any of these anomalous games, regardless of how curious the wanderers are. There are also indoor glow-in-the-dark golf courses, and they're usually underwater themed, and the golf clubs in here seem to be glitching out with an unknown cause, and the golf balls themselves appear to be edible, and people say that their taste is described as battery acid with a hint of root beer, which obviously sounds awful. And whenever a golf ball is hit into a hole, it seemingly gets eaten by an unknown entity. And then another golf ball just appears out of nowhere. It like glitches into your reality. And apparently the restrooms in this pizzeria have the most amount of entities, which is terrifying. So if you have to go to the bathroom, try not to. Anyways, guys, those are all the levels I wanted to cover today. If you do enjoy me talking about the Backrooms, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. And comment down below if there are any levels that you want me to cover and not skip past. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. And don't forget, if you want to check out our summer sale, I have put the link down below in the description. But I will see you in my next video. Bye!